some of the most interesting dreams I've had. But I'm happy they were dreams. Cramps too. I gotta say this fast before they fade away. Dreamt I was in a, when I was like in a, I was in like a capsule, like in space, and it was blue, and it was like metal, and it was tiny, and I could just see there's just mirrors inside of it, and I was naked, and I was just stuck there, like they were just doing it was an experiment, but I felt like there's no windows or anything, and it was like testing how I feel in space or whatever. And I just felt like I was there for so long, and I was freaking out. And I'm like, and nothing interesting was happening to me. Like, I don't know if it was like some sexual thing. Everything was very sexual, and it was sad. And it was all like blue and metal. Everything was very cool. It was all cool stuff, but I'm happy it was a dream. And I was like me, but I wasn't me. It was just like, it's like I was another, like a short black hair and a more tiny gymnast body, I feel like. And I was just like walking, and I was spinning around this thing, and I'm like, nothing interesting happened. I feel like I was left, they forgot about me or something. They did this experiment in space, and so I'm just running around in a circle looking at my reflection naked in space, and I'm like, well, the conclusion is I don't feel any more sexy. Like, I don't feel more sexy or less, and nothing's getting bigger or smaller. Like, it's just like nothing, it's just whatever. And I was like singing it as a song. Then there was and then it was like I was just having a view of space. It was like outside. It was like I was in outer space, and I was just very like alien. Had a very alien vibes, like outside, like just all that metal and space. But then there's a lot going on too. Like then it mixed with like 2001, because it felt like it was like effects almost. It felt like there was like effects mixed with it, and I was just stuck on like I felt like I was seeing everything. Like I felt like I can't even explain it. It was like I was seeing space, like I was seeing a God perspective, like a weird God perspective space. Like it was like we're like space rocks and things in space flying around real fast, and I was like, I don't like this. I was like, it was just outer space, things crashing into each other. Like it was just blackness and big space rocks and stuff, and I'm like, I don't like, and I felt like I was just stuck to the side of something. Just like seeing our true space, what it's like. And I'm like, I don't like this perspective, and what is this? There's just nothing happening. There's nothing out here. There's just nothing. There's nothing. And it was freaking me out. Like, it almost felt like then it was like I was in like a again, like everything looked like, I can't really explain it good. It looked like it was inside something metally, but something was spinning, and it was like, but then it almost seemed like it was all of something. Like I was in something metally, but almost felt like I was looking at everything, like all space and all the world, but it didn't really look like the world, but it makes sense. And it was like swirly. It was like almost like just going fast, and then it was changing. It was like it was going purple. Like, it was very weird. It was very, I can't explain. It was very cool. Very, like, it was like everything was like a movie. It was like a weird Stanley Kubrick Ex-machina movie. But it was not. Everything was scary. It didn't feel good. It was then, and I was just like, it was like just seeing different, like, humanity. I don't know. It was like, felt like it was just the world and humanity, just weird cycles. But like, and it was in like a space setting, like different. It was just all like, it was all in space, and it was not good. I'm like, I don't like this. Please make it stop, because everything was just space and asteroids hitting things. It was just, there was nothing there, and it was endless. There was nothing there, and it was endless, and I felt like I was going crazy. And then I was a girl. I looked like so perfect, like a doll. I had long hair, and then I was in a pure white little capsule. Like, there was just all these little rooms. Little tiny rooms. There's nothing in them. Very, like, Kubrick looking rooms. And it was all pure white light, and I was, like, perfect, looking like a doll. And then I think I had, like, a leash on or something. And then I don't know if there's other girls that were like me, sitting around me, and I could see outside, and there was just a window in the dome. There's a window in the dome, and I was just sitting there alone in the dome, waiting, like, and I could see like a room, like a hotel room. I almost felt like a little animal or something. And I don't know if it was like other versions of me and the other, or like different hairdos or different, I feel like there was there was multiple choices. There was different hairdos or whatever. I don't know if there were other girls, or they kind of felt like they were other me's at the same time, but there were other girls, but I couldn't see them, but I could sense them. Or, like, I could see them, and then I couldn't see them. That type of thing. Like, I knew what was there, but I almost didn't know it was there. It's not like I could see them. And then there was just, like, a window. There's, like, a big sliding glass window of, like, a room. And of a bedroom, and it was of a bed, and it was looking up at a bed, even. Like, almost like I was sitting on my knees on the floor. And I was looking up at the mattress. That was the angle. Sitting on my knees in front of a mattress. But I was just still inside that dome. And then I was like, well, is he going to... I was waiting for a guy to come in and take me out of the bubble. Like you're supposed to rent me out. You're supposed to rent me out of the bubble. There's the little dome bubbles. And like almost like I come with a hotel room. And I'm just waiting there for you to rent me out. And then like just like a love hotel or something. And then I'm like, oh, and then then a guy comes in. He's like, and said, unless you bring somebody you love, unless you bring somebody you already know and love. And and that's what happened. I'm like, then I just am sitting there watching. There's like some guy is with some girl, and it's like some fit like a muscular bald headed man with some blonde, like right, and they're like ravenous for each other, and they're like they're just jumping on the bed, and they're just totally oblivious to me staring up at them, like they're just all over each other, all over the bed. And I'm looking up, and I'm like, "You're having my meal. You're having my." It was sad though. It was like it felt like a movie. It felt like it was very. It was like, "But unless you bring somebody you love." It was like, and I'm like, "Oh, you're having my meal." It was very like Chobits too. That was the vibe. You're having my meal. You're taking my meal. And then suddenly the girl noticed me, and she's looking down like this. She's just like, and she spits all over the dome. She spits all over the glass dome that I'm sitting in, looking up at her. And suddenly there's a lot of water there in the way. Like, what are you doing? Don't look at me. And then it was like a thing that goes, and just like a lot of weird things I've seen, I guess, over the years, mixed with my own brain, making something new. Then it was just like a weird, almost looked like that it was like a weird white foam padded room. It looked like it was like a moth, like a weird wiggly moth, like a moth, but like somebody like in a, like, you know, in the Matrix, where they have different things. Pods, but it, you know, in a row, like people are sitting in, and it was, but then it's like, but it was all pure white and padded room, and it was like a moth by itself, and I was like, and then a text comes on the screen and goes, performance, and it was like the moth trying to come loose off the wall. It was. It's like a music video or something. And I don't know, I guess that's me starting the day. Like, because then I woke up, and I was thinking, something with you flashed in my head. But I don't remember what it was. I was thinking about you. But it was like nothing, it was just me starting to think about normal things, I guess. I don't like the ones in space. I was outside of a spaceship, but I was not. I was all of space. I was above space, in something, but outside of something. Outside of the whole world, but it looked like I was inside of a metal container that was spinning with light and like in color. And it felt like I was looking at space. I was inside something, but outside something. In space, but outside of space. Like looking at what space is inside of. And then, but then I felt like I was in something too. Like I felt like a metal room. Like I was, and just the asteroids crashing outside, and it was like, it was like all fast, like big, and it was all black. I'm like, I can't live like this. Get me out of here. I cannot imagine existing out here. Like it was loud, and there was things crashing, and it was horrible. It was like, this is what. It was like some sort of God consciousness outside. What's going outside of the planet? I don't know. I'm like, is this what you see? And like, this is a version of what it could be. I'm like, I don't like it. I don't like it. Just get me out of here. It's just so loud and nothing and no one. Here's my dreams tonight. Today, I guess. Bye.